Ask questions with how. Welcome back, everyone. I'm extremely excited because my next guest is a NASA astronaut. Please welcome Captain Kelly Scott. Good afternoon, Captain Scott. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to Hong Kong. It's great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
How's your trip here so far?
It's been great. I got to meet many young people who are interested in becoming astronauts.
How's your trip here so far? We use how to ask someone about their opinion or experience of something. For example, how was the movie? It's a bit boring. How old were you when you started your astronaut training?
I started that training when I was 19.
How old were you when you started your astronaut training? We use how old to ask about age. For example, how old is your daughter? She will be 12 in August. How long do you have to train before you fly in space?
It's about 2 years of training.
How long do you have to train before you fly in space? We use how long to ask about the length of time. For example, how long does it take to get to the park from your home? It takes about 10 minutes. How many times have you been to space?
I have been to space twice. My last trip was May 2018. I stayed on the moon for 4 months.
How many times have you been to space? We use how many to ask about the number of something. For example, how many people will come to the party? There will be 6. How far is it from the Earth to the Moon?
It's 384,400 kilometers.
How far is it from the Earth to the Moon? We use how far to ask about distance. For example, how far is it from our classroom to the bathroom? It's about 30 meters. How fast does a space shuttle go?
A space shuttle must reach speeds of about 28,000 kilometers per hour.
How fast does a space shuttle go? We use how fast to ask about speed. For example, how fast can a cheetah run? It's about 93 kilometers per hour. How often do astronauts go to space?
That's a total of 3 flights, over 183 months.
How often do astronauts go to space? We use how often to ask about frequency. For example, how often do you have a piano lesson? I have a piano lesson once a week. How do you go to the bathroom in space?
You must use foot loops while sitting on the seat. This holds you onto the seat.
How do you go to the bathroom in space? We also use how to ask about the way of doing something. For example, how do I get to the post office? Walk straight ahead and turn right. Your suit is very professional. How much does a spacesuit normally cost?
It costs a fortune. It's about 12 million US dollars.
How much does a spacesuit normally cost? We use how much to ask about the cost of something. For example, how much does your watch cost? It's $100. Wow, it doesn't look very comfortable though. How heavy is a spacesuit?
It weighs about 280 pounds. But you don't feel the weight in space.
How heavy is a spacesuit? We use how heavy to ask about weight. For example, How heavy is an elephant? It's about 4,000 kilograms. We are so honored to have you here today. Before you go, do you mind playing a game with us? It's called World Trivia Quiz.
No, not at all. Go ahead.
Let's start our game. How long is the longest river in the world?
The longest river in the world is River Nile. It's 6,650 kilometers long.
You are correct. How long is the longest river in the world? We also use how long to ask about the length of something. For example, how long is your ruler? It's 12 centimeters long. Next question. How tall is the Eiffel Tower?
Is it about 300 meters tall?
You're half right. It's 324 meters tall to the tip. How tall is the Eiffel Tower? We use how tall to ask about height of people, statues, towers, buildings, animals, trees, and plants. For example, how tall is that giraffe? It's 5 meters tall. Last question. How high is Mount Everest?
It's 8,848 meters high. It can be seen from space. But it doesn't look that big when you see it from space.
How high is Mount Everest? We use how high to ask about height of mountains and walls. For example, how high is the peak? It's 554 meters. Wow, you totally nailed it. I guess you must need to have good academic results if you want to be an astronaut.
All you have to do is to always be curious about the world.
That's true. Once again, thank you for coming to our show, Captain Scott.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Now let's do some practice. You're going to answer 6 questions. You need to read the questions by yourselves. Are you ready? How tall is Sunlight Building? It's 78 meters. How did you get there yesterday? I got there by MTR. How far is it from here to the shop? It's about 1 kilometer. How high is Mount Fuji? It's 3,776 meters. How much milk do you drink every day? 2 glasses. How long does it take to get there? About 45 minutes. How many correct answers did you get? 6. You're awesome. 5. Way to go. 4. Not bad. 3 or less? Well, you need to watch this video again. Good luck!